guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match analysis between Barcelona and Rayo Vallecano. The match yesterday where Barcelona won 2-1 and advanced to the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey. We're going to analyze the game, take a look at some stats, take a look at some individual player performances, and of course react to the post-match press conference of Ronald Koeman and 2 other players. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's take a look at the starting lineup on the night. It's on the screen right now. It was Neto in goal, Mingueza, Araujo, Lenglet, Junior Firpo, Frenkie De Jong, Busquets, Puig, Trincao, Messi, and Antoine Griezmann. Of course, the lineup from Koeman last night was very, very strong in the sense that we were playing against a good B side. Of course, he just made one change from each single position. He made one change in defense, bringing in Junior Firpo, one change in midfield, bringing in Puig, and one change in attack, bringing in Trincao. Now, in terms of the substitutions on the bench was as follows: Ter Stegen, Puig, Braithwaite, Dembele, Pedri, Jordi Alba, Umtiti, Moriba, and R9 Tejas, and he opted to bring on Pedri, Jordi Alba, Dembele, and Braithwaite. The only complaints I have about the substitutions is him not using all 5 and the fact that he did not bring on Puig. Now, this is now back-to-back games where Puig has not made a single appearance. Now, in regards to Puig, the big question is now, will he be thrown into the deep end? Will Koeman start him against Athletic Club with Busquets being suspended? If he is going to start him, then why didn't he give him any minutes over the past 2 games, get some, match sharpness? Doesn't make sense for me. Now, if you look at the match stats on your screen right now, of course, Barcelona dominated almost every single aspect. Of course, possession 70 to 30%, shots on targets, all that sort of stuff, corner kicks. Now, the stat I want to look at are the chances created in this game. Of course, Barcelona made 5 chances in this game, scoring 2 of them, but they missed 3 big chances and they hit the woodwork 4 times in this match. Looks like Barcelona now starting to finish is coming back to us. Of course, in the first 2 months of the season, we were lacking so much in the finishing, and now it's starting to creep back again after hitting the woodwork 4 times in this match. Now, in this match, we did have a lot of shots on the opponent's box with 11, but we only had 3 shots from outside the box. Now, Rayo Vallecano did have more shots outside the box with 4. Again, Barcelona not shooting that much outside the box. We criticized him about this against Elche with Pedri. He didn't really shoot that much. He had a lot of opportunities outside the box. Same in this game. Barcelona needs to start, shooting outside the box more often. Because when you get inside the box, the defenders come back, they drop back, they make last-ditch tackles. But when you're outside the box, they give you kind of a little bit of space to, go for that goal. Now, in terms of passing, of course, Barcelona were dominant in terms of passing. But again, the crosses, we've attempted 5 crosses in this game and only completed 1. That is completely unacceptable. Of course, we all remember Mingueza's cross on the night was absolutely dreadful. The one cross that we probably completed was the assist for Jordi Alba for the De Jong goal, because other than that, I don't remember another single cross. And finally, the other side I want to look at is, again, the possession loss. Barcelona have lost possession in this match 152 times compared to Rayo Vallecano's 145 times. I think this was evident in the first half when Barcelona were just chucking out long balls left, right, and center, Lenglet making clearances, Araujo making clearances, Firpo making clearances. Barcelona now need to start controlling the game a bit more. I see Barcelona always panicking in some situations. I'd be, watching the game in my live stream saying, pass it back to Neto, and Firpo would just bomb it up to, Griezmann, then, the pass would get intercepted. I feel like the Barcelona players' decision making in the first half an hour is very, very poor. Now, on your screen right now, you can see the SofaScore score raised for the Barcelona team. In Barcelona, you look at the bottom right-hand side, had a team average of 7.1, which is, a little bit above an average performance, which we all expected. Of course, Barcelona didn't perform that well. Notable players with the higher ratings are, of course, Lionel Messi with 8.4 and Frenkie De Jong with 7.6. I feel like this is a bit low for Frenkie De Jong in this game. I thought he was absolutely superb. I definitely think on the night he played better than Lionel Messi, overall play. They gave some higher ratings to Puig with 7.3, Griezmann with 7.2, Araujo with 7.2 as well. And they thought that the worst performers on the night were our fullbacks, and Junior Firpo with 6.6, and also Mingueza with 6.7. Also want to quickly mention that they gave Busquets on the night a 7.0. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I thought he should have been way higher. I thought he performed very, very well. I felt like he definitely performed better on the night than Puig, and Puig got a 7.3. Now, the Barcelona press last night were giving the Barcelona team a lot of credit for their comeback last night. You have Mundo Deportivo's cover with the face of reaction saying that, look, we came back from 1-0 down. And you have Sports saying Remontada, again, coming back from 1-0 down and reaching the quarterfinals. Overall, I think Barcelona did very, very well last night to come back from 1-0 down. Of course, they scored around the hour mark, so it gave Barcelona half an hour to come back. At the end of the day, this is just a good B side. Barcelona didn't really put in that performance. As you can see from the SofaScore rating, they gave the whole team performance a 7.0, which is just a little bit above average. So overall on the night, the performance wasn't great, but the remontada was good. Let's get now to the post-match press conference reaction of Ronald Koeman. Now, 2 other players gave their match reactions as well. Those other 2 players were Frenkie De Jong and Ronald Araujo. Let's get in to see what all 3 of them had to say. Let's start off with Ronald Araujo. Of course, Araujo has been one of Barcelona's rising stars this season, has been absolutely fantastic over this past month with all the games being away from home. Really showing why he should be Barcelona's starting center back, and he's definitely taken that right center back spot. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Started by saying that it was a very difficult game. We should have finished it off earlier, but the most important thing is that we have qualified to the next round, and we are happy about that. They started to play higher in defense, so we took advantage of that. Luckily, we won, and we are in the next round, which was our objective. We want to fight to win this Copa del Rey, which is very important to us. It was mandatory for us to win from home. We needed it. Again, Ronald Araujo giving full credit to the team for the performance and how they moved on the Copa del Rey. And of course, the match was difficult with the pitch being very, very wobbly, but the main thing is that Barcelona advanced to the quarterfinals. Let's get it now to Frenkie De Jong. Of course, Frenkie De Jong was man of the match in this game for me and for a lot of people. But of course, SofaScore gave the man of the match to Lionel Messi. But Frenkie De Jong got man of the match from everyone else, including Rack 1. been absolutely world class in that right hand side of the interior of the midfield, and has by far been Barcelona's best player over these recent months. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that I'm getting to the box a lot more. That's why I've been scoring more goals than before. We are very happy with the victory. We have to continue like this. It was very important for us to pass this round. We want to fight for this title. Messi scores a lot for me. He is the best player in history. We've created enough chances to score, but we've missed many chances. The pitch wasn't great either, but we're happy because the team has overcome this adversity. I'm scoring more, yet I can still do better. So that's Frenkie De Jong praising the team for getting the result and moving on to the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey. Of course, throwing in a little bit of constructive criticism because we did miss a lot of chances in this game. And the main thing is he's giving himself criticism as well, saying that he scores a lot of goals, but he can still do better on the pitch. This is the mentality you need to have at Barcelona. Let's get in now to Ronald Koeman's post-match reaction. Of course, he is the manager and he sets out the team, and his opinion matters the most. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that I think we played well. We played our game despite the fact that the opponent didn't play well and would put pressure on us. After they scored, we came back with quality and we were able to score more goals. We have qualified, and that is the most important thing. It's been a very tough month with many away games. We have to try to continue like this, going game by game. Now I gotta stop right here and give Koeman full credit for this month. We had 8 away games and he won 7. If you told me that at the beginning of the month, I would have snapped your hand off. Of course, he lost the most important game in the whole month, but then again, he won 7 out of 8 away games. Full credit for that. He continues on by saying that De Jong is playing in a more offensive position and we need him. He is able to flood the box and score goals. I'm very happy with the mentality that the team has shown. We will fight for everything. It is a great mentality. The version we are seeing of Frenkie De Jong right now is more complete than the one that we saw at Ajax. Now that is giving full praise to Frenkie De Jong because of course Frenkie De Jong at Ajax got into the team of the year. And now he's saying that he's performing better, and I have to agree, he has been superb. Then he was asked about the performance of Ricky Puig. He said that Puig did well, especially when playing through the lines. We made that substitution in the end to freshen up some things. He continues on by saying that I think we're doing fine. In the first half, we forgave a lot of chances. In the second half, we showed a bit more character. We were able to win the game with the high quality of goals. I think both Trincao and Ricky have been good. They've done a good job tonight, although the pitch wasn't in the best condition for them. Koeman was then asked about the decision of not giving a penalty for those 2 occasions against Trincao. He said the VAR has decided it wasn't a penalty and we must accept it. And finally, Koeman was asked about his yellow card and what he said in order to receive it. He said, I got the card for saying it was a foul and screaming at the referee when you get to go back and call the foul. Overall, from Ronald Koeman, he gave the team a big praise for moving on and progressing to the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey, and especially Frenkie De Jong's performance, and of course giving praise to Ricky Puig and Trincao's performances as well. Let's get in now to analyze some of the players' individual performances on the night. I have chosen 6 players. The 6 players are Ricky Puig, Antoine Griezmann, Ronald Araujo, Sergio Busquets, Frenkie De Jong, and Lionel Messi. Let's start off with Ricky Puig. Of course, Ricky Puig got a 7.3 silver score rating. You can see his heat map on the screen. Very predominantly in the center of the pitch, playing that Pedri role, kind of that left center mid cam role. In the game, he played 68 minutes, had 64 touches, had 85% pass accuracy, had 1 key pass, attempted 1 long ball and completed it. He, of course, had 1 shot that was blocked. He attempted 4 dribbles on the night and completed 3, which is absolutely fantastic for a midfielder. Of course, he hit the woodwork once. He attempted 13 ground duels and won 10. He attempted 1 aerial duel and lost it. He was fouled 3 times and committed 1 foul, and he had 1 interception and 4 tackles. Overall, Ricky Puig a very good performance on the night. I don't think he's done enough in this match to challenge Pedri for his starting role in the team, but he's definitely making Koeman think about some things. Let's get in now to Antoine Griezmann. Of course, Griezmann got a 7.2 SofaScore rating. And as you can see from his heat map, of course, he was predominantly down the left wing. In the match, he played 85 minutes, had 1 assist, of course, for the Lionel Messi goal, attempted 1 dribble and completed it, had 42 touches, 81% pass accuracy, had 1 key pass, attempted 1 long ball and completed it. He created 1 big chance, which of course the Messi goal, attempted 9 ground duels and won 4, attempted 4 aerial duels and won 2, committed 2 fouls and was fouled twice and had 1 tackle. Overall from Griezmann, a very strong performance on the night. Of course, was a bit quiet for most of the game, but when he was called upon, he answered. Next up is Ronald Araujo. He got a 7.2 SofaScore rating, and as you can see from his heat map, predominantly on the right-hand side of the center-back pairing. Played 90 minutes, had 2 clearances, 2 block shots, 2 interceptions. He was not drilled past in this entire game. Attempted 2 ground duels and won 1. Attempted 6 aerial duels and won all 6. Oh my goodness gracious. Committed no fouls on the night and was fouled once. Now I'm pretty sure I said in my match review that I think he committed 1 foul, but I don't think he was dribbled past, and it's 0 for both again for Araujo. Won all of his aerial duels, was not drilled past in this whole game, and did not commit a single foul in this game. He had 95 touches, he had 86% pass accuracy, he attempted 14 long balls and completed 6. For me, Ronald Araujo this season has been absolutely world class. Again, maybe the long ball attempts and the passing is a bit low for a center back at Barcelona, but the fact that he hasn't been dribbled past or committed a foul in this game just shows how much of a rock at the back this man is. Just wait for him and Piqué to come back and our defense may be sorted. Next up is Sergio Busquets. Of course, Sergio Busquets got 7.0 SofaScore rating, which I think was a little bit low for his performance on the night. As you can see from his heat map, predominantly, of course, in that CDM position, but was all over that midfield. And as you can see, he was in the opponent's half a lot, continue with that press, had a lot of interceptions there as well. In the match, he played 90 minutes, had 103 touches, had 87% pass accuracy, attempted 11 long balls and completed 5. He attempted 15 ground duels and won 10, attempted 5 aerial duels and won 1. He was fouled 4 times and committed 2 fouls. He had 1 clearance, 6 tackles, and was dribbled past only once. For me personally, ever since we switched back to the 4-3-3, Busquets has been absolutely world class. Of course, in that 4-2-3-1, he does not work. He cannot have a CDM pairing. He is at his best when he is the only CDM. He has been brilliant. Next up now is Lionel Messi. Of course, Lionel Messi got the SofaScore Man of the Match with an 8.4 rating. And as you can see from his heat map, predominantly, of course, in that center forward striker role. And also a lot on the right wing as well. As you can see, he drifted out wide a lot to the right-hand side, more so than the left, which is quite interesting. In the game, he played 90 minutes, had 1 goal, had 2 shots on target, 2 shots off target, attempted 10 dribbles on the night and completed 9, which is absolutely ridiculous. He hit the woodwork twice, had 1 big chance missed, had 82 touches, 75% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, attempted 19 ground duels and won 14. Now in this match, Lionel Messi lost the ball 23 times, which is, on the same par as Ousmane Dembele, which is, not like Lionel Messi, so he, had a little bit of a bad game in that sense. And he was fouled 5 times as well. Of course, Lionel Messi with an absolutely brilliant performance on the night, and now after this game, Lionel Messi has now scored 15 goals in each of his last 15 seasons for Barcelona in all competitions. And also after this match, Lionel Messi has the most appearances in the Copa del Rey for FC Barcelona, passing Sementier on 75 appearances, Andres Iniesta has 73, and Xavi has 70. For me, just like Busquets, ever since we switched back to the 4-3-3, Messi in that center forward role, he has been brilliant. So excited to see what he can do for the rest of the season. Final player we're going to talk about is, of course, everyone's man in the match, and that was Frenkie De Jong. Got 7.6 SofaScore rating, which is far, far too low for the performance that he put in. As you can see from his heat map, all over the pitch. Did not have, one predominant position. Of course, he was on that right-hand side and left-hand side of the midfield, but he was all over the pitch tonight. Absolutely brilliant. In the game, he played 90 minutes, had 1 goal, 72 touches, 91% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked, attempted 2 dribbles and completed both. Hit the woodwork once, missed the big chance, which of course was the one they hit the woodwork with. Attempted 10 ground duels and completed 6. Committed 1 foul on the night, was fouled himself twice, and had 2 tackles. Now after this match, Frenkie De Jong has now scored 4 goals in his last 7 games for Barcelona in all competition. That's 1 more now than he netted in his previous 62 matches for the club. Now I have to hold my hands up and give Ronald Koeman full credit for Frenkie De Jong's performances, because as I said when Ronald Koeman was appointed as the manager, the one player that would benefit from it was Frenkie De Jong. In the Dutch team, Frenkie De Jong was playing so well. Then he'd come to Barcelona with Valverde and Setien. Didn't really play that great. He said, look, Koeman's appointment may be a bit controversial, but the one player that's going to be so happy that he's appointed and benefit from it is Frenkie De Jong, and he is now. Whatever instructions Ronald Koeman's telling him to do, he is doing it to the perfection of 100%. He's been world class these past 2 months. Without a shadow of a doubt, the best midfielder in the world right now. Now that was my match analysis between Rayo Vallecano and Barcelona. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below if you want to elaborate on one of my points or mention something that I didn't mention. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.
Go!